Thank y'all all for being here on this beautiful day. It was supposed to rain today, but so far we've been very lucky. It hasn't rained. And it is indeed another great day in the life of Belmont University. And we're going to celebrate something very special in just a moment. But as we always do before we get started, let's have a time of prayer to be thankful for all that God has done in blessing this great university. Please join me. Heavenly Father, we lift up this day to you, and we thank you that we can be a part of it here at Belmont. We thank you for the celebration we're about to undertake and all that it means to this university today and in the days and weeks and years ahead. We thank you for all the people that were involved in bringing it to life, all the hard work, all the commitment, all the time, all the talent, all the treasure, everything that was necessary to make it happen. We ask, Father, that we use it as we try to do all things associated with Belmont to glorify you, to serve you. We thank you for this opportunity. It's in your name that we ask these things. Amen. We have some really important people here with us today, and we'll get started with that. One is going to speak to us in just a moment. Our esteemed Congressman Jim Cooper is here on the front row. We're glad to have you here. Representative Harold Love, I think, is here. I believe, if I may be missing some people. From our Belmont Neighborhood Advisory Council, the advisory group chair is John Green, right there. Hey, John, thank you for being here. Along with Helen Moore Robinson and Gladys Easley, seated right behind Dr. Fisher here. Thank y'all for being here. Our owner's rep, Bill Trivett. Where's Bill? We can't imagine doing one of these projects without you, Bill. Thank you so much, buddy. From R.C. Matthews, the people that brought this up, all of it up, in order for it to be available for students starting now. What an incredible accomplishment. And first of all, I'd like to recognize Walker Matthews, standing over here to my left. Others, Project Executive Dan Calhoun is here. Yeah, there's Dan back there. Project Manager Scott Morgan. Hey, Scott. Superintendent Todd Gunn. Todd, thank you. And all of the folks that are involved with this from R.C. Matthews and all of the entities that are involved in making this happen. Folks, you can't really appreciate, you can appreciate this giant building. What you can't appreciate without knowing all the specifics and details is how they pulled it off in the time frame they pulled it off in. Countless hours, incredible amount of work, Saturdays, Sundays, all kinds of times in order to make it happen, and we are certainly appreciative of that. From Earl Swinson and Associates, David Minigan. Where's David? And is Lisa with you? Lisa is here with you. Dick Miller. Is Dick here? And Charlena. Thank y'all for being here. Daryl Lambert, Janet Winterland, and Matt Hagler. Thank y'all all for being here. Thank you for the design on that wonderful building. From Ross Bryan Associates, Mark Dunning, I think it's here. Hey Mark, thank you for being here. From SiteWorks, Joe Hamilton. Joe, thank you. And from Catalyst Design Group, Meredith Lipscomb. Meredith, thank you for being here. I will now turn it over to Dr. Fisher. Well, actually, you can do it. Go. No, you do it. You do it.
I want to join in this. Very happy to have Congressman Cooper joining in this celebration today, and we just want to invite him to come and say a few words. And thank you so much for being here.
We're here today witnessing yet another Belmont miracle. Y'all are the Belmont family. How many miracles have we witnessed? It is incredible. I've almost stopped counting. I think the last time I was here for the Milton Johnson building, a magnificent structure just right down the road, but there have been so many, and this is awesome. This quadrangle would do credit to any university in the world. It's not only the buildings, but who knew they had their own trout stream here? This is amazing. I have two regrets. One, that I brought a coat because I didn't think that Bob or Marty would want me without a coat, but I was wrong. The other one is I did not bring my fly rod. This is such a fabulous addition to not only Belmont, but to the Nashville community. And it is just so representative of the quality and the ambition and the bright future that we have here in Belmont and in this great city. There really couldn't be anything better going on. To see the kids moving in right now, it's just exciting. It's going to be another great school year, another great opportunity to learn, to grow this city, and to grow this nation. So thanks for keeping up the progress, and I await yet another Belmont miracle from Bob and Judy Fisher. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Cooper. So appreciate your support all along the way. Now I want to call to the podium our Director of Residence Life, Anthony Donovan. Anthony's had an opportunity to be a part of a couple of ribbon cuttings in his time here, and Anthony, we got one more for you.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Fisher. Thank you, Chairman Dickens. Thank you. This is my 18th move-in day here today. I came a few months after Dr. Fisher, and so we have truly been able to watch the university grow up together here. When I was a little boy, about 6 years old, I got an ant farm. And I thought to myself, as I was thinking about this building, and 2 years ago, it was basically just a level ground. And just to think about what had happened, what has occurred during that same 2 years. And I thought back to that moment when I had that ant farm. This might give away my age a little bit since I'm that old, but when you get an ant farm, they don't give you any ants. They just give you sand. In fact, it's just a plastic container with it. You have to order the ants later. They come about 2 weeks later from there. You put them inside, and something amazing happens. These little ants, they take this space, this sand, and they turn this into something bigger. They transform it into a home, a community, where each one ant has its own little life. I think about that a lot. I think about how much hard work and perseverance has to go in to create something like that. I might even name an ant or two after me, Anthony. But it seems like each one of them was creating a little space for themselves, a little something, a little life in that. And I think about that as we think about students starting to move in here. Here we have, in this new hall, we have 610 new students moving into here, new residents moving into here. We know they're going to bring a lot of stuff. They'll bring more shoes than any human should possibly need. We'll wonder about the people that will be here. Belmont's really fortunate. We have a number of halls that are over 100 years old, and I wonder, will Tall Hall be here in another 100 years? How many people will find someone who they love in Tall Hall in those 100 years? How many people will go on to endeavors that will make them famous and make them noteworthy? How many future generations of families will begin by the meetings of someone else here? How many young people will start their lives as adults here at Belmont? I ask my question, will students live in Tall Hall be able to engage themselves and transform this building of rooms into a home away from home? What I know from my 18th move-in here is that Belmont University values the experience away from the classroom as much as they do the terrific classroom experience. We're a university that understands that to engage and transform the world, you must start by being engaged and transformed at the university that you're at. Residential communities like Tall Hall continue to demonstrate the university's over 125-year commitment to the power and success of living on campus. So on behalf of the newest residents of Tall Hall and the generations to come, allow me to extend our appreciation and thanks to the vision of Dr. Fisher, Chairman Dickens, the Board of Trustees, as well as the friends and families and supporters of Belmont all these years for their continued kindness and generosity, as well as blessings upon the university here. In addition, we send our deepest thanks to the amazing efforts of the many talented men and women who assisted in the construction and the preparation of the building. It is truly a marvelous addition to the Nashville skyline. May it be a home to many marvelous lives for many, many generations to come. And to our newest Bruins, since it's move-in day, that might be in the audience, allow me to say welcome to Belmont and thank you very much.
Well, I certainly want to add my thanks to all who have been recognized today, and especially to the folks who built this building, designed this building. Thank you so much. I want to thank our senior leadership team who have helped to put all this together and shepherded along the way, and especially Steve Lashley and Thomas Burns, but everybody's been involved in this. So wow, here we are again. Seems like it's routine around here, but I sure hope you don't take this for granted. This is a huge deal. This is a result of extraordinary work by a wonderful group of people here at Belmont. This isn't happening all over this country. This is special, what's happening on our campus, and I want to thank everyone who creates the student demand, but also always want to pause and make sure we give thanks to God for the blessings that are coming to this campus. And I say it often, we work hard and we're pretty good at what we do, but we're not this good. We've been blessed in an extraordinary way. And not only have we had the opportunity to create Tall Hall, this project has allowed us to complete what I think is going to be just as valuable to this campus as anything else, and it's this beautiful park space. I have always have high expectations for projects that we undertake, and most of the time they are met. But in this case, this park has blown away my expectations. It's so much more than I could have ever dreamed that we could accomplish. And I want to thank all who are involved in that, and especially want to thank Joe Hamilton, who in a minute will help me unveil the elephant that we put up here and for the first time. Joe's with SiteWorks. I told him I sure wanted him to be here today and bring his order pad, because I know some people that need one of these in their backyard, and I know they can do it if they want to, Joe, so talk to them. On a very personal note, 2 years ago when our son Rob passed away, some friends came together and led by Ann Trivet, and several of those friends are here today who contributed to this project, and said they wanted to do some sort of outdoor memorial for Rob. Rob spent his life outdoors on rivers and streams and creeks. His work as an environmental entrepreneur involved protecting water quality, dam removal projects, and stream restoration. He did stuff like this, except on streams that didn't have to have pumps, which makes me wonder what he'd think, but you know, we're doing it anyway. But today, through the generous donations of those friends, we are able to unveil the new guardian of Bear Creek. We figure it's going to take a lot to keep our students out of this creek. So he's here to keep students out of the water. We will unveil the work of a world-renowned sculptor, Sandy Scott from Lander, Wyoming. And if you've ever been to Jackson, Wyoming, and you've been to the National Wildlife Museum there, you know that that's the finest natural outdoor museum in the world. Sandy has done shows there. There's a whole long list of things that she's accomplished. But in just a minute, I think her work will just speak for itself. So let me ask Joe Hamilton from SiteWorks to join me as we unveil the latest addition to Belmont's ecosystem, again with the charge to keep students out of the water.